What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Wanted to show you real quick. I finally wall mounted this bad boy. So that is basically how it looks from a straight on angle. It does get a little bit blocked, but typically I'm not looking straight on. I'm looking more like this. So I can see it pretty good. I can actually still reach back and turn the light up on. You'll notice the Dragon Ball that doesn't work is actually kind of blocked by Vegeta. So it actually works out pretty good right here. Kind of a 1/4-ish scale, in the middle of the display, got that Shinron, really bright lights. Like, honestly, they almost hurt your eyes. So, and then obviously that is mode 2. Mode 2 is definitely better because it pulsates. Plus it's not as bright. I definitely prefer mode 2 to be honest. But we got that wall mounted. So let's talk about a few things. So I have heard that, we're going to get the next Prime 1 Next Level Showcase end of October, first week of November. That one is heavily focused on video games and 1/3 scale video games. Like, that is the word on the street. We're getting 1/3 gaming statues. That is the primary focus. And I've been told, by powers that be, that it's going to blow collectors' mind and it's going to make me do a video saying massive statue sale and display update occurring. So let's think about this. What statues would come that would make me change up my display? Because right now I'm like pretty much done with the collection in terms of lines, scales, and I got all my finishing pieces. There's like very few statues that would make me want to like change things up, if you know what I mean. Because I'm like pretty hardcore deep into all my lines, more or less. And so to up and like change any would be extremely difficult. And so it's just like, I'm at that point where I know they're going to make 1/3 video game line. They already got 3 of the Witcher characters. Those 3 right there. Boom, boom, boom. They have not made Eridan yet. We know we're getting 1/3 scale Kratos from God of War Ragnarok. It looked absolutely enormous, probably as tall as my Kratos bust. And they say they're going to do all the major Sony IPs, which means we'll probably get Nathan Drake 1/3, Dante 1/3, probably Jin Sakai, maybe a Bloodborne, possibly an Ellie. We know they announced the Resident Evil 4 license. I think they'll do 1/4 with that. I really hope it's 1/4 because I'd definitely love to get an Ada Wong to display behind my RE2 Dio. Now, I definitely would love to get a 1/4 Leon Kennedy, his classic RE4 outfit, because that game is such a masterpiece. Of course, I don't have the space. So if I have to choose between Leon and Ada, I choose Ada. But I definitely would love a RE4 Leon Kennedy, don't get me wrong. But space is definitely a concern. I also know that they're going to be making a Kratos 1/4 scale Ragnarok with Atreus transformed into the giant bear. And it's the scene towards the end of the game when you're trying to start Ragnarok and you're trying to ignite the flame and whatever. And you fight the 2 Valkyries, and it was like an extremely epic scene, like one of the most epic fights and scenes in the entire video game. Like that, I would probably put that as honestly like number 2, like next to the final fight in the game. That's probably my second favorite moment in the whole game. And so you have Kratos with Bear Atreus standing on top of dead Valkyrie, 1/4 scale. Honestly, for me, I'd prefer that over the 1/3 scale. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want a 1/3 Kratos. Who wouldn't? Like, I may just get both. Good God. Kratos is my favorite character. Him, Vegeta, and Scorpion. I'd love to have a 1/3 of all 3. But it's hard with my video games because obviously I have 1/3 scale MK, and I love it. And then the rest of my video games is all 1/4 scale. To up and start do a ton of 1/3s, I just don't have the space. I'd have to sell a bunch. It's very difficult. If I got a 1/3 scale Kratos, it has to go right there. You'd have to do 1/3 Kratos, Kratos bust, and then my Kratos, Baldur diorama. It's the only way it could work. Or, like, one of the ideas I've been trying to, kind of come up with if we lower Resident Evil 2 here, move Devil May Cry there, put Nathan Drake and Tomb Raider right here, go, like Nathan Drake, Tomb Raider, move that Kratos back there, then right there I could fit the Kratos and Bear Atreus, 1/4. Like, I'm pretty confident I could fit them if we, because Resident Evil is very, very wide. It's, takes up an entire garage shelf, basically. Or if I do just those two and I angle it back and forth, I'm pretty confident I could fit the Kratos quarter scale, there. So, yeah, like, here's the thing. For 1/3 video game, the only ones I want is Kratos. I don't need a 1/3 Nathan Drake I would like a 1/3 Master Chief. I won't deny that. I would like that. But really, Kratos and, like, Master Chief are probably the two only video game characters I want in 3rd scale. Everything else, I prefer my 4th scale dioramas. So I'm not going to go balls deep in a 1/3 video game line. I had the Doom, and it was too big, and I prefer my 1/4 like dioramas. I just like them better. So I just don't see me going down that rabbit hole. I'll probably just get the Bear, Kratos, that one, that's it. And then in the Ada Wong from Resident Evil, I'm not getting the Elden Ring statue. Don't care about Tree Sentinel. If they do Final Fantasy VII, though, like, I hear rumors that they may do Final Fantasy VII. If that's true, we're definitely going to buy that line. Unless it's like $12,000 like the last Final Fantasy. But if they make it and it's reasonably priced, Final Fantasy VII HD Remake, I'd buy the whole line. 100%. That is what would force me to sell MK1/4 is Final Fantasy VII by Prime 1. So all the customs are honestly garbage. Like, none of them are good. They are so bad. They're just so bad. Goodness gracious. We know they're also doing 3rd scale Lord of the Rings. I'm already balls deep in 1/4, not doing 1/3. Besides, conceptually, I do prefer these 4th scales. The concepts are usually better than the 3rd scale. Like the Sauron, I prefer this one over the 3rd scale. I know they're doing another Godzilla X Kong with the other ones, but honestly, I'm happy with this. I'm real happy with this. So I don't need that. There's honestly not a lot of statues that I really think would make me change anything. Yes, I would love Troy, like Achilles, 3rd scale, Blitzway. That would be sick. I would love Pirates of the Caribbean. That'd be really cool. What if Prime 1 gets the Marvel license and they start making really sick quarter scale? I may, upgrade my Marvel, like some of them, to Prime 1. Although I'm sure that would be very expensive. But, yeah, I just don't see Prime 1. Like, I really wonder what they're saying that's going to blow my mind, make me want to change my display. If it's video game 1/3, it's not going to happen. I still might buy Kratos 3rd scale. But anything beyond that, not going to happen. Prime 1 doesn't do silicone busts. Or at least, good ones. You saw what happened with Kong. They definitely did not do a super good job for what the price was. So it's really hard to say, what could Prime 1 be making? We know the focus is video games. So, we shall see, folks. We shall see. But I don't think there's a lot of statues that are going to come out that are going to make me change my display. I really don't. I think I'll have a few tweaks here and there. And that's about it. If we get a Hawkeye bust, sure, I'll part ways with that and throw in a Hawkeye bust. We got Hawkeye quarter scale, definitely going to buy it. But there's very few statues that I'm like, I will change a whole line or display for. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering, where is Iron Man bust? It left customs. It was delivered to a local warehouse. So this is the exact same, what transpired with my Shenron Dragon when I followed it. It said the same thing. And usually about 1 to 2 days later after it says delivered to local warehouse, UPS picks it up. Then it's delivered 2 days later. So I'm anticipating Iron Man bus will be picked up on Monday and delivered Wednesday or Thursday next week. That's my guesstimate. I definitely think I'm getting it next week. I did watch Art Statue Collector's video, and he is more critical than most collectors. He's definitely much more critical than like me. Like little things really bug him that they don't bug me quite as much. Like I know he wasn't happy in general with like the paint app, the base, the arc reactor, stuff like that. So we'll see when I get mine in person. I definitely am a fan of this one right here. I think the paint job is very good. I love that juicy, red car paint look. The battle damage is awesome. So I'm definitely a big fan of that Mark 50 bus. I really like it. So, but here's the reality. I did not buy that custom Iron Man bust for the body or the base. I bought it purely for that Tony Stark portrait. That is the only reason to buy that. And frankly, when you look at the bust, you're only going to look at that face. You're not even going to look at that body, just the face. And so that is the reason to buy that bust. So I'll be real curious to get it, see how good it is in person, compare it to Doctor Strange and Captain there, Thor, Thanos. So definitely exciting to get it, although I am more excited for the Witch King bust. I think that bust is going to be so good. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What could Prime 1 possibly make that will blow our collectors' minds? Because I feel like almost all the IPs have been touched. I mean, obviously there's a few older movies, like 300 and Troy that have been untouched. Pirates hasn't really been touched. We know we're getting a J&D Jack Sparrow, though. I still won't buy that, though. I will only do girl J&Ds, so no males for me. The only male I have been tempted with is the Batman, if I was going to do the Batman armory for Christian Bale. That's it. But, yeah, I'm really kind of baffled what's going to blow my mind. Maybe Cave Troll. Cave Troll looks really sick. I won't deny that. But obviously, it's a huge space hog. Huge space hog. So that alone might make me pass on that, just the space. Anyways, folks, I will see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.